This full moon in Capricorn is a great full moon for realizing how far you've come and how that is setting you up for abundance and more effort towards positive things in your life in the future. If you're excited to dive into what the astrology has to say for this full moon in Capricorn, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you are always up to date with what the stars have in store for you. If you're new here, hi, I'm Maren. I am a Western astrologer using the tropical zodiac, and I offer private readings and exclusive courses and content at my passes link down below, so you can find both my readings and content links all down in the description. This full moon is happening on July 3rd, 2023 at 4:39 a.m. Pacific time, so it'll be at 7:39 a.m. Eastern time, either way very early in the morning in the US. It's happening with the sun in the second decan of Cancer at 11 degrees and the moon in the second decan of Capricorn at the same degree, because full moons are always when the sun is opposite the moon, which is peak drama, peak illumination, and a moment of release. So if you're new to astrology and you're looking at what the meaning of this is, full moons are always release, drama, or ending, versus the new moon, the beginning of the cycle, is always the beginning or the impetus. But this has the sun, like I was saying, in the second decan of Cancer. And this tarot card is associated with the Two of Cups card, which is also called the Lord of Love. And it's one of the most overtly positive or kind cards in the deck. It shows two people holding cups. They are overfilled with their own generosity, with happiness, and it generally shows a very positive combination of two people into a third substance. So this is adding, with the sun there, it's showing that a lot of the focus for the goals of what you've accomplished has been the synthesis of two parties together in one, and that's some of the beauty of what you've accomplished. This is fairly naive and fairly untroubled energy, and the moon is in the second decan of Capricorn, which is associated with the Three of Pentacles tarot card, and this card is actually co-ruled by Mars. Mars is co-ruler of this part of Capricorn, and Mars is exalted in Capricorn, so this is very positive. And this is a very good card for showing that we have built something up substantially, and we're not exactly done with this. We're still in the process or still building, but it is very positive for showing that we're in the middle of something awesome and killer and hardcore, and we've come a long way, and that is worth celebrating, even if it's not the final celebration. We're not done yet, but we're definitely very pleased and should be very proud of how far we've come at this point. So this is likely going to show the announcement or the recognition of your progress in an area of life. And at the end of this video, we will get into how this is showing up for each rising sign. Aw, my little baby cat is sniffling. Hello, baby. Hello. You want to say hi for the camera? Oh, no, you don't. You want to play. Okay, I'm not going to pick her up then. But this is less likely to be the letting go or the breakup of something, and more likely to be the announcement of something being in the work or the announcement that you've come a certain distance. The sun will be conjunct Mercury in Cancer, and whenever the sun and Mercury are together, it tends to show the realization or a mental quality to this, which further confirms the more awareness-based indications of this full moon rather than difficult or sad endings, as I would normally see if there's a full moon in Capricorn where the moon is in the sign of its exile, which is more uncomfortable. However, I view this not necessarily as an ending that looks bad or painful, but one that is very serious because you're recognizing how far you've come. With the sun in Cancer, it is also conjunct Juno, and Juno is an asteroid that shows partnership. So if the sun is conjunct Juno in Cancer, this is showing that there's a duality or another party indicated with this. This is not romantic, and it's not necessarily about marriage or a significant other, but it shows a partnership involved in this full moon that is part of the recognition or part of the really cool release of the energy to this. There is a square from the sun and the moon to Chiron, which can show some vulnerability or stepping up to the plate that is needed. You are having to grow up a bit in a way and take on this recognition that may be uncomfortable or feel a bit impostery at first. I do really like that this is trine Uranus and Taurus. that shows that there is an ability to innovate or realize this a bit effortlessly. It's fairly sudden. And the Sun trine Saturn is great for stability or feeling grounded. Now, Venus and Mars are together in Leo, which is where there's a bit of a drama or theatrical nature here too. So even though this is a fairly serious realization, this is not a realization that is going to be kept quiet or not have a party alongside it. As someone myself with Mercury, but Venus and Mars too in Leo, there's a performative theatrical quality that makes a great party and makes a great celebration. So this is a great full moon to celebrate, to be happy about your accomplishments. Sorry, I just got a new cat and it's been hiding all day, but I can hear it a little bit, so I'm like, are you about to come out? But the accomplishment and the ability to have fun with this accomplishment is very, very clear here. So with Venus and Mars and Leo, at whatever you're doing around this, expect people to be overdressed and to be, extra. A square from Venus and Mars to Uranus does show some disruption or some like all over the place chaotic energy, but it's not enough to really show that being the focus. So overall, this is a great full moon to celebrate how far you've come, to respect what you have put effort into, to realize what progress you have next, and to ring in the celebration. This definitely looks more like the acknowledgement of progress rather than a breakup. And if you have a partnership, it should especially apply to you. So now running through how this applies to each of the rising signs. This is based on your rising sign, and I have full videos for each rising sign each month if you are interested in learning how this is showing up more in depth in your life. If you are a Capricorn rising like me, this will be in your first house of self, showing an acknowledgement or a letting go and an openness around your identity. If you are an Aquarius rising, this will be in your 12th house of mental health or isolation, with realizing or acknowledging something spiritual or related to your mental health. If you are a Pisces rising, this will be in your 11th house of networking or friends and groups. So you could be ending a chapter of commitment or of ties to a social group, and you're now leaving that organization. If you are an Aries rising, this will be in your 10th house of career, which shows ending or leaving a career chapter. If you're a Taurus rising, this will be in your 9th house of higher education or foreign travel. So you could be finishing a degree or ending a chapter of studying abroad. If you are a Gemini rising, this will be in your 8th house of finance and investing. Likely you're ending a chapter of complicated finances or ties to others. If you are a Cancer rising, this will be in your 7th house of committed relationships. So something involving a partnership is to be recognized or maybe finishing up. If you're a Leo rising, this will be in your 6th house of physical health and coworkers, showing that something is ending with a work chapter of day-to-day job or with a physical health practice that you were putting towards your health. If you are a Virgo rising, this will be in your 5th house of dating or creativity. So you might be ending a chapter around dating a partner, something that you both share, or you could be releasing a creative project out into the world. If you are a Libra rising, this will be in your 4th house of family or home. So you could be selling or finishing renovations on a home or ready to announce something to your family. If you're a Scorpio rising, this will be in your 3rd house of communication or day-to-day projects or your routine. So you could be releasing some content, or you could be finishing up a way of like hour to hour living your life. And if you are a Sagittarius rising, this will be in your 2nd house of income and spending. So it looks like you are ready to release, unveil, or finish up a way of money-wise income or spending. If you already have some thoughts or some ideas around this full moon or anything you were excited about for it, make sure that you comment down below so that we can all hear from your interpretation of this full moon. The Amio deck card that we have here for this full moon, I've not used this deck in like 2 years, I think. South Node, knowledge, skills, luggage, heritage. So it looks like there's an openness to let go or to receive here, where like receiving the fruits of your labor and looking at the past is actually like honor here. And it's a very positive energy to be a bit nostalgic or honor how far you've come in terms of what is now the next thing. If you enjoy this, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, as it does help in the algorithm around these videos. I hope that you enjoyed this full moon. I hope it is as good for you as it looks like on paper, and I will see you in the next one.